Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there, guys? I know I haven't been around in a little minute. Sometimes you just gotta just take a little pause, for yourself and get your mental right and take care of other things. So guys, you are tuned in to Shop Talk Radio 2020, along with my co-host Star baby. How you doing?
Doing very well and much better now that I have you on screen.
Right. I mean, it's been a while, guys. I know it, but sometimes you just have to take that time away when you need it, because life can be so much. And I know you guys understand what I'm saying, that life is a lot right now. We're going through so much in this world. But today we are going to talk about Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is October. Yeah, it's a lot of domestic violence going on around out here. I know you guys know someone, I heard of someone, I've seen a story on the news or on the social media that some woman or man has been harmed. But this month is a very hard month because of just like what I said about losing someone by the hands of a loved one, or a boyfriend that you broke up with, domestic violence, just being harmful to one another. You know what I mean? Yeah, over 60 right here in Charlotte. I looked it up. Like over 60 women have been harmed just this month in domestic violence. Yeah. So it happens more than we know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I recently on this past Monday, which was the 2nd, they had like a gathering outside where they had the mayor speak. The color that represents domestic violence is purple, so they asked us to wear purple this month, just showing recognition. Some of us are domestic violence survivors, some of us are friends, of domestic violence survivors, some of us are friends of people who are still, current in, a situation like that. And of course, like Joni said, all the stories, past and present, that we continue to hear related to domestic violence. So, as a general human being, not just as a woman, we just want to support domestic violence and just bring awareness to it. We don't want to act like it doesn't exist, because it does.
It really does. And it exists more than, like I said, than we know. We know somebody who is being abused that really doesn't want to talk about it or even tell anyone, that they're being abused. That's the hardest part, because of fear, or you're afraid of what he or she will do, because domestic violence can go both ways. We're not just talking about men being abusive to a woman. It goes both ways. Women are out here running men over with cars, doing all kind of things. So, it goes both ways, and we want to bring awareness. Now, here in Charlotte, the Charlotte area, they do have some resources that you guys can look up if you feel like your mate is threatening you, or you feel harmed, or you feel like you're not safe at all in your own home. You can reach out to the Safe Alliance resource. Safe Alliance, and that's here in the Charlotte area, also South Carolina as well. It's a safe place program that also has a court program within that resource. 24/7 you can reach out to them, and the Hope line is 980-771 HOPE, HOPE. And then you also they have the National Domestic Violence hotline, and that will be North Carolina and South Carolina. national. So I'm quite sure that's broad. So 1-800-799-7233. So ladies and gents, I mean, if you're being abused in any kind of way, because I mean, there's nothing for somebody to come up and harm you and walk right away. You know, it's happening. I see so many stories. It's scary. You know, it's not the easiest thing to come forth and say that, okay, and tell a friend or tell someone that you're being harmed, but that's the better thing for you to do, is to let someone know. So that way you have at least that reassurance that someone knows what's happening and that it's just not a random, you know, because sometimes it's hard for cases to be even solved. Sometimes cases, the assailant is right before you, and in the case it's not solved. So sometimes it's better to tell someone than not to. Yeah. So again, it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we just wanted to get on here to let the young women, wives, you know, young ladies that are in college, I mean, anywhere that you are dating, or even somebody liking you. You have, I don't know what's going on with our young men, or men period, where if a woman does not like your advances towards her, or she tells you, no, I'm good, and you get upset and you want to kill that woman or hurt that woman, something is definitely wrong.
Definitely wrong.
Something is definitely wrong with the picture, and something's going on in the air, because it's happening more and more and more with domestic violence and men killing women. So, or harming women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anything you want to add to that, Star? We just wanted to get on here and put this information out there for anyone that needs help, wherever you are, whatever state you are in. Look up. You can look it up anywhere, and for those resources to help you out. Don't be ashamed when you're looking for help. Don't be ashamed to go to the courthouse to get a restraining order, because we do know that the courts don't handle situations in domestic violence as they should. But do what you have to do and make your voice be heard. That, listen, I feel threatened, and I feel like this person is gonna go, move forward with that threat. Please help me. So don't be afraid to speak up. Star, is there anything you want to share?
I just wanted to add, just, as a woman, and having, past situations of my own, because, domestic violence is not always physical. It could be verbal as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like they say, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, those wounds can last longer than a physical wound. A physical wound can heal much faster than, trying to recover your healthy mind state. But I just wanted to say, just as a woman speaking to women, I just think it's also important to not provoke a man. Now, a man should never hit a woman, like they say, for any reason. And they describe it as such. They say even if a woman hit a man, he shouldn't hit her back. That's what they say. And I kind of agree with that. But just being real, the point I'm trying to make is, I think it's also important not to provoke a man, as far as you shouldn't hit him. You shouldn't do anything that's going to cause a reaction for anybody to hit you back. That's just how I feel. Just us being real, us being fair. You definitely shouldn't. You shouldn't hit a man and expect him not to hit you back, because you don't know. He might hit you back out of a reflex. You know what I mean? So right. All I'm saying is that us as women also need to keep our hands to ourselves, and we need to also watch the things that we say as well. Yeah.
I agree. You're right. Abuse is abuse, whether it's physical, it could be emotional. Like emotional abuse can drive a woman crazy, or a man. It could bring their self-esteem down. It could bring their hopes, their everything. It could just change their whole, demeanor. So physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal hurts even more. Like Star said, it's true. I'm a victim as well. I've been through some physical abuse and stuff like that, where I also had to get a restraining order, or maybe defend myself and hurt a few people. But sometimes you got to do what you have to do. But I'm not encouraging that, but I'm just was making light. But yes, we are both survivors of domestic abuse. But again, the Safe Alliance resource, Safe Haven Place, and they also have a court program within this resource, which is 980-771-HOPE, HOPE. And then they have the National Domestic Violence Line, which is 1-800-799-7233. And again, guys, we just came on here right quick, and we are back. We took a little break. And we're going to keep bringing information and inspiration to you guys. And remember, keep your hands to yourself and don't push buttons, and be as gentle as you can with a man if you're turning him down. Just be as gentle, because it seems like they're a little bit emotional today. 2023, we got some let me say the right thing. We got some emotions that are a little bit softer today. You can't really say no to a man, because he's gonna pop off in a way that is gonna trigger him. So we don't want to trigger no one. You know what I'm saying? And that goes both ways. You don't want to trigger the women. It seems like mental things are going on with our people, and you don't want to trigger anyone. So again, until next time, remember to tune in over at my Shoptalk Radio 2020 page on YouTube and my Instagram. And again, till next time, peace out.
Shoptalk Radio.